Money is the root of all evil. Some don't think so, some know it better than others. But at the end of the day, money is the cause for just about everyone's problems. Whether you're a student in high school, a student in college, or an adult that lives in everyday life, 9-to-5 job, providing for your family, and paying bills and taxes. Some of the things I want to talk about today are that poor financial teachings can harm students and the education system. Teaching high school students financial skills can allow for them to be better prepared for the real world, such as paying bills and knowing how money works and showing up to your job and managing your money effectively. Preparing students with financial skills can benefit them for years in the future, not just 5 years down the road, but as far as retirement, whenever they plan on filing for it. I am a college student and I am still trying to figure out money and finances, probably just like the rest of you. At this point in my life, I'm learning as I go. I've been on the wrong end of the financial stability stick and I've been on the right end. So I know that it is important to know how money works. And I feel it is my obligation as a future citizen of the real world to know how money works so I can better prepare not just my future, but future generations as well. Now, today I'm going to try to persuade you all to influence high schools to make it a graduation requirement for students to take a financial education course so that they are better prepared for the future for handling money, knowing how to use money, and how to effectively use that money so they live a happier and more stress-free life. Now, the effects of poor financial teachings in the education system. Students today feel that the material they learn in high school is too specific to certain careers and jobs that they feel that they are not going to go into when they are older and ready for their jobs and careers. Now, in doing so, this causes students to be unmotivated, not wanting to learn, and can lead to either failing grades, dropping out of school, and result in not making an effectively good amount of money to sustain themselves, let alone families for the future. According to Dave Ramsey, author of Should Financial Literacy Be Taught in More Schools, millions of Americans live paycheck to paycheck and rely on credit cards, an unhealthy way of using money. Money that is not yours, but you will later pay back in the time being. I'm going to lead with a joke. When does it rain money? When there's a change in weather. Get it? Change, money? Anyway, let's change topics. According to Ramsey research in 2016, nearly 2 out of 3 high school students who have taken a personal finance course stated they were making an annual income of $3,000 and had already developed a simple skill of budgeting money for a coming month. Budgeting your money for a month means you take the bills and finances that you have to pay in the future, and you plan them out so you know how much you have to spend, how much you have left over, and everything like that. Not only do financial courses help aid students today, but they will also benefit for them in the future, knowing how to effectively and safely use money that they earn, as well as be better prepared for situations that could result in money issues. A 2014 study from Champlain College showed that 24% of millennials they surveyed could answer 4 out of 5 questions correctly on a financial literacy quiz. Since then, numbers have been increasing and decreasing rapidly, meaning some know what they're doing, some don't. Important to know that what you're doing with money is probably one of the biggest things to do in America. And not just America, but everywhere. Now, those who obtain a higher financial literacy education are better prepared for the future, as well as making healthier spending choices, and as well as personal and professional choices as well, resulting or using money. In 2019, it was studied that nearly 65% of 30,000 students had never taken a financial education course, according to Miriam Caldwell, author of 8 basic financial skills you should have learned in high school. However, among the small list of those who have taken a financial education course, some of the following things that they have learned were setting up a budget, learning to pay for college the smart way by applying for scholarships, grants, and sometimes using your own money. Stay away from loans. Biggest thing to do when being a college student. Building credit so that in the future you can buy a house and or a car and be successful, and you can have a house over your head for your future family as well as yourself. Now, teaching financial literacy to high school students as far as high school have a higher chance of sticking with them for longer periods of time. So it is known as the prime time for students. It's when they learn the most and they learn the most applicable skills for future time periods for them. Finally, I will explain why financial education course should be a graduation requirement in high school. According to Liz Frazier, author of 5 Reasons Personal Finance Should Be Taught in School, money touches everything. Modern day teens are viciously tossed into the modern world without any idea of how it works, let alone how money can apply to it. Liz Frazier stated that kids are thrusted out into the real world where every step they take from graduation to retirement will directly be impacted by their financial knowledge and money management skills. Now, having a small knowledge of finances inevitably can lead to many consequences, such as stress, which most Americans suffer from today, can lead to depression, suicidal thoughts, and unmotivated actions and thoughts. And nearly half of Americans do not have enough cash to cover a $400 emergency. Something that every American should have prepared, not just American, but every person should have in case of emergencies occur. You have money to cover those emergencies, like hospital bills and or rent that you may fall back on. Now, Liz Frazier stated that financial literacy leads to a healthier life, happier and healthier. As I close out my speech, I'd like to run over what I have told you so far. Overall, I strongly feel that high schools should make it a graduation requirement for students to take a financial education course. Now, this allows for future students who go into the adult world to live less stress-free lives, can improve our economy and our government, not just for future generations, but generations after that, and could make a safer and more financially stable economy for all of us. I think our time has passed for doing this, but we can try to motivate the next generation to take this act seriously. And by me trying to persuade you to go about and encourage students, also high schools, to make it a graduation requirement, I feel that it is important that they learn these basic skills. And now is the best time to do it. There's no waiting for tomorrow. Amongst all things I discussed here today, just remember, money is not a synonym of happiness, but life is rough and tough without money. DRTP Chia. Thank you.